Hi, welcome to another random retro collections video. Another update on the collection. This time it's going to be Q-Force. I am, quick disclosure, I am going to be using a different device for recording today. I don't know if you saw my other video, which I'll have just recently finished. Basically, the iPad I normally use, it run out of storage. The video was that long because I had so many bloody figures. So I'm doing it on my phone. I've recently got an upgrade, believe it or not. I don't know what iPhone this is, but I used to have an iPhone 8. I used to keep getting phone shamed though by everybody. People at work, other people, but I didn't care. I mean, it was just a phone. I just needed it for, mainly for me, for eBay, for buying things. And so I can text and keep in touch with people and pay for stuff. But my phone started to break. My son wanted to upgrade his phone. So I had to buy the phone off him that I had previously paid for and bought myself. So work that one out if you can. I'm sure everybody's in a very similar position. So I've got a new phone upgrade. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what the video is like. We'll see what the audio is like. So let's get on with it. On Q-Force today, so we're going to start with the Q-Force Aqua Trooper. So we've got the round combined bubble that we've been speaking about. The figure comes with the backpack and the separate flippers. This is the UK Look Out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale. Just a standard figure, the same Frogman figure that was the standard Frogman, the SAS Frogman, and yeah, also the SAS Frogman for the SAS Forces. Flip it over, what do we got? We have the Commander figure with Birmingham. You'll hear me talk a lot about this. We know it's the first series because of that image, and it is also unpunched. So that's just one figure there. We then have another Q-Force Aqua Trooper, the same combined bubble, the same figure, the same accessories. Again, it's the same Look Out for the Exciting Action Force comic. This one is punched. What's the difference? This time we've got the free Commander figure, and it is Lester. Sorry, was I out of shot for a lot of that one? There we go. There you are. So again, this is the free Commander figure for Lester. We've then got, so I haven't got many other variations of that. I don't know if there was many other variations, but you'll have seen on my other videos, there's lots of the new Battle Action Force, Look Out for the Exciting Action Force stickers over that. But for the Aqua Trooper, for some reason, I never really come across many of them. Let me know in the comments if there are many, if you do have any, if it's something I need to keep an eye out for. So moving on, we've then got the first foreign variation. Again, it's the split English and foreign one, Q-Force Aqua Trooper, Soldado, etc. Unpunched, the same bubble, the same accessories, and we've got the small Skeletron on the left with the standard offers, and we know this is the second wave because of this image with the Space Engineer, the Sea Skimmer, the Space Patroller, all of those figures that came out in the second wave. We've then got another Sonar Patrollier, which is quite confusing because you've got your Sonar Officer. I believe this is the French release, so I'm not sure what Sonar means. Obviously it doesn't mean the same thing for us. But anyway, it's the combined bubble, same figure, same accessories. And in this one we have the Commander figure on the right. And got another Sonar Patroller, Q-Corps Man. I believe that's German, possibly. Unpunched, same bubble, same figure, same accessories. I've spoke about this on other videos. As you can see here, it does have the larger Skeletron offer with the different offers there, but that would have been made in Hong Kong. For some reasons, it's scrubbed out, and they've then put Fabrique en Angleterre, so made in England there. Again, this is the second series. Why they've done that, I don't know, but I do have a few variations of that figure. And in the final one, it's the reverse of the other one. We've seen this before, Q-Corps Marine, a bit damaged, a bit of sticker damage there, but it's difficult to get hold of this. Sona Patrola. So the other one was Sona Patrola Q Corps Marine. This one's Q Corps Marine Sona Patrola. This, I noticed this the other day, is say for the other video, I said the other day, like literally 5 minutes ago. It's the Combined Tri-Bubble again, but it's got feet on. So I wasn't really aware of that. Again, Ollie, I know you've probably told me, but to actually kind of notice it now, it's making me think there's going to be a lot more different variations to collect. So quite small for the Q Force. I've only got 2 with the English. One's Birmingham, one's Leicester. And 4 foreign ones. Nearly all of them have got the exact same bubble. So again, that's one of the reasons why there aren't many variations apart from this one, which has got the bubble with the feet on. Okay. So moving on, we now have the Deep Sea Defender. So straight off the bat, we've got one of the earlier Look Out for New Battle Action Force Comic on Sale stickers. So we've got the Defender figure, which was obviously a remake of the Deep Sea Diver, I think it was, on the first series. Comes with a backpack, comes with a little tube, comes with a red rod. I don't know if that's any relevant, the colour of the elastic band. Please someone tell me, but it's got a blue elastic band. It's unpunched. So like I say, it's the combined one. And on the back, we know it's first series. We know it's Free Commander figure, Birmingham on the right. Okay. We've then got another Q-Force Deep Sea Defender. The bubble's the same apart from the feet. Okay. We've got a red laggy band, so this is why I was saying, is there any difference between the elastic bands? Again, it's the same sticker, Look Out for New Battle Action Force. And on the back, we do have Free Commander figure, but this one is Leicester. So a slight difference there. The feet, the band, although I was just about to say I wouldn't get another one just for a different coloured band, but as I was about to say it, I probably would. So we've got the difference there, the feet, the band, and Leicester and Birmingham on the back. So we then have another one here, another Deep Sea Defender. Look Out for the New Battle Action Force comic on sale now. So it's the same sticker, it's the same round try, with the blue elastic band. So what's the difference then? On the back, we've got Leicester. And you might have seen on some of my other videos, I've mentioned about that sticker. That stamp, and it says there, purchased pre-November 84. I think, I said before, I think this is part of a collection. I did get a lot from the late Barry Butcher's collection. I think anyone that's got that stamp and any writing on is from his collection. So I'm actually quite happy to have this as part of my collection. But let's see what the difference is. So we know the difference between this one and that one is the feet. We know this one's got the same bubbles. We know this one's got the same elastic band. What is the difference? We've got Birmingham and Leicester. Okay. We've then got another Deep Sea Defender, but it's the Look Out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale. So this is the printed variation. We've got the combined bubble again. He's got his rod. He's got a different elastic band, laggy band, a red one. And on the back, we've got Free Commander figure, Birmingham. First series, we know from that. And then we have another English Deep Sea Defender. Again, the combined bubble, a little bit damaged there, but is what it is. We've got a blue laggy band on this one, or elastic band for normal English-speaking people rather than us northerners. And again, on the back, we've got the Free Commander figure Leicester. So the only difference between these two here is the different laggy band, elastic band. One's Birmingham, one's Leicester. We know those ones have got slight different bubbles, one with feet, one without. Birmingham and Leicester variations. And then the only foreign Deep Sea Defender I've got is this one. So this is the dual English one, the Collect Them All one, Collection Tuity. As you can see, we've got Deep Sea Defender there, Polumbara, and we've got guest appearance from the cat. I've said before, she's 17, quite old and decrepit. Just does whatever the hell she wants, don't you, little bugger. There you go, so that's it. Again, not that many for the Q-Force, and not that many for the... Yeah, you can come up. Not that many for the Deep Sea Defenders either. Oh, you be quiet, leave her alone. That's right, she nearly jumped on the dog. You stop it. So yeah, just the 5 there for the Deep Sea Defender. Obviously, I'm going to keep my eye out for more. Please tell me if there are any more. There does seem to be... I don't know if it's just me and what I've got or what I've managed to collect, but there doesn't seem to be that many variants or variations of the Q-Force figures, unless I've just not managed to get any yet. So next on, we've got the Q-Force Sea Skimmer. So again, I've said about this one before, there will have only been 2 releases for this one because it came out as part of the second wave. So this was the next release is on this wave here. It's got a small Skeletron off there, and as I've pointed out a few times, where it was made initially was marked out, and this time it's made in UK. On some of them it says Angleterre, something Angleterre. And I'm pretty sure I've got another one. I'm pretty sure that I did keep another one because of that. I thought the same about the Space Engineer, to be fair. Yeah, so the Q-Force Skimmer, the figure is just a reinvention of the Navy, the Ground Assault, Navy Assault. Any other variants that they did? This was used for quite a lot. They also used it for the Special Forces one that was never actually released. I know some people have made them. There's some great copies out there if you look on the various websites. But yeah, Sea Skimmer with his little bits and bobs. And then we have the other release. So again, all right, okay. So there must be another one of these out there that I don't have, because as you can see, it's got the same Collect Them All Collectional Tuity. So this must be the one that I was talking about a couple of minutes ago, and also on a different video where the back's different. So the figure and the mouthpiece is slightly different. Now I'm looking at them. Okay, so if you look really closely at that one, that's got what's called the long mouthpiece. Comes right across his mouth. And that one would be classed as a round mouthpiece. It's a little bit shorter and stumpier and rounder. I'm not sure if I can get them in together where you can see. But this one on the right is slightly longer going across, and the one on the left is slightly smaller and rounded. But again, this is the reason. If you look on the back, so the back is the same. So this one is the one that was made in Hong Kong. And as you can see on here, this one was scrubbed off. Said made in the UK. But other than that, it is the same backing card. The card is exactly the same, apart from the bit being scrubbed out and made in the UK. The front of the figures is exactly the same. The sticker's the same. The only difference is the figures, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be looking for something that isn't there. But in my opinion, that has a more rounded, shorter mouthpiece. And that has a longer, sort of stretched, thin, well, I wouldn't say thinner, but just a longer piece. Whereas that seems to have a shorter, rounded one. Am I right? Am I reaching? Let me know your thoughts. But that does mean there's going to be another Sea Skimmer with the other variant out there that I need to get. So maybe it isn't that there's not many Q-Forces. Maybe it's just more the fact that I don't have them or I've not seen them. Sorry, mate. Sorry about that. She nearly sat on the dog. Right, moving on. Q-Force Sonar Officer. So again, we've got an English release here. This is comes with the little backpack that you would have had, the black version on the original Commando figure. And I believe, do you get that on the Z-Force radio operator? I think you do. Yeah, you do. And he's got his little gun. I do know, apparently, there's different variations of this gun with a short end or a bigger end. I'm not really sure, but it kind of rings a bell to me. Anyhow, so this is the look out for the new Battle Action Force comic on sale. We've got the combined round bubble, and we've got an unpunched variation. On the back, we've got the free Commander figure, and this one is Lester, number 36. First series, we know because of this. Let's pop him down. We've then got another Q-Force Sonar Officer. Oh, you can distinctly see the difference in the weapon there. Right, so if you look at that weapon, there's like no end on it whatsoever. No like nozzle to the gun. Whereas on that one, there is like a little nozzle bit. Okay. So anyway, this is the look out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale print. We've got the same kind of bubble, same figure, same backpack. The gun is slightly different, I'm pretty sure it is. And then on the back, we've got the free Commander figure again. Birmingham offer on the right. We've then got another Action Force Q-Force Sonar Officer UK release, combined bubble, the red backpack, the gun again. If you look at that gun, that might be a better one to show you than the other one because it was tucked away. There doesn't seem to be like a little nozzle bit on the end, whereas some of them do seem to have an extra bit, especially that one there. That one there. It's a look out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale. And again, I have heard some people say about the backpack being different on these, about literally that there's like a mark leaning that way. Apparently on some others there's a mark leaning that way. Not too sure about that. I think I have seen it on a backpack somewhere, but I'm not too sure whether it's on these. Got the free Commander figure on the right with Lester. So I'm guessing the difference between these two. Yeah, we've got Birmingham, we've got Leicester. Other than that, pretty much the same. Yeah, and even I think some people have said about the molds on the backpacks being slightly different. The one that I'm holding here is a slightly darker one. And from memory, from my loose figures, it's a bit harder. So I believe the plastic and the mold is a bit harder. But yeah, slightly different. We've then got another Sonar Officer, but this is the French release, even though it's only got the one English writing there. Same gun, same backpack as that one there, so we've got the darker one. Details there. And as you can see, this is the first series with the Commander figure on the right. And then we've got one more. Q-Force Sonar Officer, the dual language one. That combined bubble again with the gun. See, this gun has a slight little end to it. And we've got a Skeletron on the left side, made in Hong Kong. As you can see, it's made in Hong Kong. Second release. So again, in comparison to some of the others, not that many, but still a few. So that means there's more to find, more to purchase, which on one hand kind of excites me, on the other hand kind of does worry me a bit. What we've got next, we've also got the Q-Force battle gear. So you come with the extras. So you've got a red SA-80, you've got a red stem gun, you've got a red machete, a red hook, a red ammo box, you've got some spare flippers, and you've got a spare oxygen backpack, what you'd use for the Aqua Trooper. As I've said before, I am only aware of one release of this. I am not aware of any other variations of this particular accessory pack, battle pack. Again, please let me know if there is anything else released. Skeletron offer, on the left. That then leads us to the Q-Force Stingray and Shark. This is a really, really lovely example of this. I did at one point get a box of them. This was many, many years ago, but they were all wavy. And I think I sold them off about 19 quid each, which now you get a lot more than that. But this I purchased at a later stage from an online auction. I'm very happy with it. Again, as I've said with the Satellite Defence, is there another version of this? Because with the Boat Patrol, there's 2. And with the SAS Sparrowhawk, there's 2. So is there 2 of these and is there 2 of the Satellite Defence? If so, please let me know. I have only ever seen one of these, and that is this release with this writing. And on the back, we know it's the first release because it's got all those details there, the free commander figure and everything. So there we go, that's that. Now, that really is kind of the end of my Q-Force collection, but I have got a couple of Brucey bonuses. One of them is a German variation. So this is the TSATT release, Leviathan. So this is part of the German forces, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you, but if you look on his arm, it's got a slightly different, might be better on this side, slightly different logo rather than the Q-Force logo. It's got the TSATT logo. One thing I didn't mention on this one, on the other foreign releases, the stem is blue. I forgot to mention that, but for some reason on this German one it's red. And that backpack looks slightly different as well. I think it's like a slightly different mould. Yeah, it's a slightly different colour and mould. And as you can see, there's the blue rod. But anyhow, I think this is one of the few German I've got. I would like to get the full range, but hen's teeth and rocking horse poo comes to mind. But as you can see, it is the combined bubble. He's got his little backpack, his little stem, the pipes in there somewhere. So this is the TSATT. And as you can see on the back, it's got a picture of the figures. It's in pretty much the exact same setup as the English one. No, it's not, it's different. It's kind of similar, but slightly different. So it doesn't have the tank. Okay, so yeah, because of various issues in Germany, because of the war, don't mention the war, there were certain things that they couldn't release. So they couldn't release the laser cannon, they couldn't release the missile system. And even with the Red Shadows, none of them could have the skull and crossbone on. So they were blank. So on the Baron on his chest on there is blank. The Red Shadow on his head is blank. The Black Major, it's blank where he would have had the skull and crossbone on his chest. Then obviously for the SAS, the Z-Force, the Space Force and the Q-Force, they had their own different versions. I think it was SAT, AT, it's all there, look. So you got the ATT, SATT, TSATT, and WATT for what would have been the Space Force. So that's one little Brucey bonus there, a German. And then we've got one more Brucey bonus, which you may have seen this before on some of my other videos, and that's the custom Sea Lion, the cat's back. So the Sea Lion Commander. Watch the dog. Watch the dog. All right. So yeah, this is an original figure. The weapons, as you can see in there, it's got like a red stem. I'm assuming that that's come out of the battle accessory pack. The backpack and the flippers, I don't think he got them because he obviously came with the Sea Lion. I don't think he got them on the Sea Lion. I think he got the flippers, but I don't think he had the backpack. So you'll have seen on one of my other videos, somebody did a load of custom figures and he custom card packaged all the figures that came with vehicles that didn't get a card back release. So I bought that job lot of them. There was a few others that I've discussed in another video. Please have a look at my other video for more detail. But this just goes so well with this collection. The card, when you've got the card in your hand, it distinctly feels different. It is plastic. It is really thick. It is really solid when you flick it. And even the back, the kind of print isn't as good. But again, I've discussed that before, is that to make sure that people do know and do recognise that it is a copy and not that they're trying to fake it, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense to people. But as you can see, fits perfectly in with the collection. You know, if you have that on display with the other ones, let's just chuck another one or two there. You know, you're not going to notice. It just looks like it is part of what should have been released. So yeah, that was just a little Brucey bonus. We've got the German one and we've got my custom Q-Force Sea Lion Commander. I will try and do a video for my other ranges soon. So really, there's only Z-Force and SAS Force to go, but there's tons of them. So as I found out today, the videos are going to be long, and anyone that has stuck with me through these videos, thank you, you're a trooper, because it is pretty much half an hour, 40 minutes of me waffling, so I appreciate that. But again, at the same time, I hope you have enjoyed me sharing my collection, the different variations. And as I've said throughout this, if anyone can tell me anything, if anyone can advise me anything, Ollie, I know you keep doing it, but if anyone could give me any more details as if there was less of the Q-Force release, because it is the area that I have the fewest of, believe it or not. I think the most I've got of one of them is 6, whereas the others I've got up to 12, if not more, definitely more on the Z-Force. So yeah, thank you for your time. Any feedback's appreciated. I'll see you next time.